One of the biggest questions in fall muskie fishing is when to start to use live bait.
Once the water temperature gets below 60, when live bait is available, it's a dynamic addition to the presentation lineup. It's a quick set rig. The whole idea is that the rig can break free upon the hook set, and the striking hook can immediately be released from the bait and into the fish's mouth. Just dragging the bait around on a bobber, just dragging it behind the boat is not really a live bait presentation, especially in the kind of stuff that we're doing up here on the Shield, where it is lots of broken rock and granite and stuff like that that just literally has claws darn near. By keeping the rod in your hand, I like to have the line in my fingers, I can feel the bait's pulse. I know that if a fish is really looking at him, the best thing for me to do is not try and take it away from him, but give it to him. Feed the line out so that the sucker can instantly bolt off, which will trigger the muskie to bite it. Keep it up off the bottom. The minute I feel the weight starting to get near bottom, start ticking bottom, I keep the bait up. Also at the same time, I'm moving the sucker to keep him lively, keep him swimming. I found recently that a bright colored sinker, much like a colored bottom bouncer in walleye fishing, tends to seem to attract the bait to the presentation, and it has increased bite rates for me quite a bit.
A lot of tremendous spots out here, and you know, Steve's been working one island complex after the next, and really kind of a bland looking spot to me when he first pulled up on it. We get to the one point of it, and then Steve reveals the deal. He said there's at least 200-yard spine that comes off of this thing underwater. So the spine with a crankbait, you're banging. I mean, it's down only 3-4 feet right on the peak, and then an immediate drop down to 20. So the crankbait's going bang, 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 and then all of a sudden, on a retrieve, I get a bang, hit the rock, bang, hit the rock, and then I yanked one more time, and I got another bang that was just, I mean, this fish just hammered the bait. Got one in. Oh!
Get the net, Steve! Get the net!
I got it!
Oh, it's a nice one, nice one.
Starting to see some fish staging, some Cisco's and whitefish staging along the edges of these bars, so I thought, you know, the way they were acting, let's try a smaller bait. Pete put it on, really liked it, how easy it pulled. I was just glad Pete got one.
Yeah, you are going to come around.
Yeah, Pete. Way
Nice.
to go, big boy. Nice, congrats.
Just a big, fatty Eagle Lake monster. Just really nice fish.
Sometimes the elephants want the peanut.
Yeah. The elephants want the peanut. We've been joking around about this all day. Great big lures, you know. And Steve's like, I got this little bitty white one you should try. I'm like, oh man, really? Sometimes they want the peanut. Oh, that's a nicer fish than I thought, dude.
Nice, yeah.
Gator Kong.
Look at that.
Come on, open that mouth, open that mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Good fish. Eagle Lake.
Yeah, that's a beauty, man. That's
Yeah.
actually a better fish than I thought.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's a 4-footer, man.
Yeah.
Nice, 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 nice.
Fish.
All right, well, it's kind of heavy. I guess we get her back. Canadian Shield Lake, like Eagle here, late fall. Basics of the lures, there's no hard, fast rules, but soft plastics and crankbaits and possibly bigger jerkbaits. You generally want slower moving stuff. You also want stuff that you're able to get down with a little bit and control the depth. Now in the case of soft plastics, you can throw them out, hit a little shallower, but you can allow them to sink on the way in so you can kind of feel your way down the break. In the case of a crankbait, you run deeper running crankbaits, medium to deep diving crankbaits so that you can basically pound your way down the break line. And generally a little bit slower retrieves are going to be better this time of the year. Throw some pauses in. Well, you're generally going to find muskies stage fairly shallow in the summer. They're probably going to be down on the brakes a little bit. So what you want to do is do more of the summer type casting where you're throwing up real shallow, hitting that, coming across that sharp break. But also you want to be varying your angles as well and trying to hit a 45, maybe a parallel here, and work that bait, whether it be the crankbait or the soft plastic, kind of down that break. But that's the basics of late fall muskie fishing and how you attack things on a Canadian Shield lake like this.
baiting information and tackle and techniques to make you a better angler. Presented by Mercury.
I'm with Steve Miller, who's a senior category manager of pretty much all the engines here, and especially we want to talk about these new four-strokes, something that's built off the platform of that 150 four-stroke that's been so successful over the past few years.
Well, totally, Chase. This is our new 7590 115 four-stroke. They are derived from the same architecture by design as our very popular 150 four-stroke. Our main focus on this product has been high displacement and lightweight. So if you take these 115s we're standing next to here, you know, it's class-leading displacement with 2.1 liters, but weight-wise, you know, almost a full 20 pounds lighter than our nearest competitor in the low-emission outboard world. But we've learned a long time ago that you just can't take a one-size-fits-all approach to gear case design. So for the first time in a 90-115 range of product, you've got a couple of gear case options. We have a new standard gear case, which is an all-new profile, which is basically 15% less hydrodynamic drag, which basically means it moves through the water easier,
Sure.
right?
Yep.
But then for boats that are a little bit bigger, heavier, and need a little bit more lift and a little bit more help getting out of their own way, we've got a command thrust gear case, which is basically taking the larger gear case off the 150 with a different ratio and putting it on a 90 or a 115. So you've got a lot more leverage in the water and the ability to swing a big diameter, big blade area V6 class prop. The valve trains on these engines are lash for life. They're maintenance free for life. Nobody else offers that, and it's a great cost of ownership improvement.
And the nice thing is you can really tweak the performance out of these engines to get those boats to run great, so you can get to your spot quicker, better, and catch a lot more walleyes.
Absolutely.